Have you ever wondered who shook the foundations of literature and left a legacy that still inspires us today? Well, today we're spotlighting the women who did just that. They broke barriers, tackled tough issues, and wrote stories that have stood the test of time. From Gothic realms to profound narratives, these authors didn't just write books, they started conversations that continue to echo through the ages. So if you're ready to meet these literary giants, stay tuned as we count down the top 5 most influential female authors in history. Their stories help change the world, one story at a time. Coming in at number 5, we have Virginia Woolf. Woolf stands tall as a titan in the world of 20th century literature. She's celebrated for breathing new life into how stories are told and for her bold strides in feminist writing. Woolf's magic lay in her distinctive stream of consciousness style, which she showcased brilliantly in novels like Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse. And this approach allowed readers to step right into the minds of her characters, experiencing their thoughts and emotions in a raw, unfiltered way. It was a game changer in storytelling, moving away from traditional plots and focusing instead on the inner world of her characters. Woolf was also a vocal advocate for women in literature. Her famous work, A Room of One's Own, she argued passionately that women need financial independence and personal space to create meaningful art. This book has become a cornerstone in feminist literary criticism, highlighting women writers' struggles and inequalities in a predominantly male literary landscape. Beyond gender, Woolf's writings often critique societal norms and the class system of her era. She had a unique talent for exposing the tensions and contradictions in early 20th century British society, especially in the aftermath of World War I. Woolf wasn't just a novelist, but also an insightful essayist, covering various topics from literary critiques to political commentary. Her essays are celebrated for their clarity, wit, and profound insights. Her influence extends far beyond her own time. Woolf's innovative narrative techniques and themes have inspired generations of writers and remain a subject of admiration in literary circles today. Moreover, Woolf's candidness about her personal struggles with mental health has contributed significantly to the conversation about the mental well-being of creative individuals. In summary, Virginia Woolf's legacy is multi-layered. She pioneered modernist writing, was a champion for women's rights in literature, a keen social critic, and an inspiration for many on mental health awareness. Moving on to number 4, we have Mary Shelley. Shelley was a literary powerhouse, best known for penning Frankenstein, a work that not only pioneered the science fiction genre, but also left an indelible mark on literature. When Shelley wrote Frankenstein at the age of 18, she didn't just craft a novel, she sparked a new way of thinking about science, nature, and what it means to be human. This masterpiece challenges the boundaries between life and death, plunging into the ethical dilemmas of scientific advancement long before these issues became mainstream debates. Shelley's influence stretches far beyond the horror and sci-fi genres. Frankenstein is rich in themes, including the perils of playing God, the dangers of unchecked ambition, and the longing for acceptance. These themes resonate deeply with readers even today, making Frankenstein a timeless classic. The novel's unique blend of Gothic horror and romanticism set the stage for many future literary explorations in these genres. But Shelley's impact isn't limited to her storytelling. She was a trailblazer in a male-dominated literary world. Her success with Frankenstein broke barriers and paved the way for future women writers to be taken seriously in science fiction and beyond. Her ability to weave complex philosophical and ethical questions into a gripping tale has inspired countless writers and filmmakers, making Frankenstein one of popular culture's most adapted and referenced works. Moreover, Shelley's personal life, marked by tragedy and scandal, has intrigued readers and scholars for centuries. Her story adds depth to her works and speaks to the resilience of the human spirit. Mary Shelley wasn't just an author. She was a visionary who used her imagination and literary talents to explore uncharted territories and question the world around her. In summary, Mary Shelley stands as a towering figure in literature, a woman who defied the norms of her time to create a novel that continues to captivate, challenge, and inspire. Her legacy as the mother of science fiction and a pioneer in exploring the human condition through literature is as alive today as it was 2 centuries ago. Ranking at number 3, let's move on to Harriet Beecher Stowe. Best known for her novel Uncle Tom's Cabin, Stowe made a profound impact not only on literature but also on the course of American history. When she published Uncle Tom's Cabin in 1852, she brought the harsh realities of slavery to the forefront of the national consciousness, turning a spotlight on an issue that many preferred to keep in the shadows. Stowe's storytelling was compelling and empathetic, bringing to life the struggles and humanity of enslaved people. Her ability to create relatable and sympathetic characters helped readers, particularly in the North, to understand the brutal truths of slavery. The novel's emotional depth and vivid portrayal of the slave experience stirred strong reactions, fueling the abolitionist movement and raising significant awareness about the moral evils of slavery. Stowe's work is especially influential because it reached a wide audience. Uncle Tom's Cabin was one of the best-selling novels of the 19th century and was adapted into numerous plays and other forms. Its popularity underscored the power of literature as a tool for social change. And Stowe's work demonstrated how a novel could do more than entertain. It could educate, provoke, and mobilize public opinion. Additionally, Stowe's impact extended beyond her writing. She was a vocal and active participant in social reform, using her fame and platform to advocate for abolition and women's rights. Her work and public life inspired both contemporaries and future generations of activists and writers. And her legacy is anchored in her role as a novelist who could craft a compelling narrative and spark a movement for change. Uncle Tom's Cabin remains a landmark in American literature, proof of the power of storytelling in shaping public discourse and challenging social norms. Advancing to number 2 brings Jane Austen. Her name is synonymous with wit, romance, and social commentary, and she is a towering figure in literature. Her novels, including Pride and Prejudice and Emma, have captivated readers for over 2 centuries. Austen's sharp wit and keen observations of early 19th century English society have earned her a special place in the literary canon. Austen's influence lies in her unique storytelling style. She had a knack for creating vibrant, believable characters and engaging dialogues that drew readers into her world. Her novels, while often centered around the theme of marriage, go beyond mere romantic tales. They are insightful explorations of human relationships, social class, and the pursuit of personal happiness. Austen's ability to weave subtle irony and satire into her narratives made her works entertaining and thought-provoking. Another aspect of Austen's lasting impact is how her novels have remained relevant. Despite being set in the Regency era, the themes and dilemmas her characters face are universal and continue to appeal to modern audiences. Her stories have been adapted into countless films, TV shows, and even modern retellings, proving that her tales of love, family, and society's expectations are as relevant now as they were in her time. Moreover, Austen's role as a groundbreaking female author cannot be overstated. In a time when female writers were often sidelined, she carved a space for herself and has since inspired generations of women writers. Her success demonstrated that women could write masterfully and offer insightful critiques of their societies. In summary, Jane Austen's legacy as an author is characterized by her brilliant narrative style, enduring themes, and significant role in paving the way for future female writers. Her novels are more than just classics. They're windows into human nature and society, as appropriate today as they were in the Regency era. Finally, we come to our number 1 influential female author. Who could it be? Who could possibly outrank the fabulous authors we've already discussed? Without further ado, it's Toni Morrison. This literary icon reshaped the landscape of American literature with her profound storytelling and exploration of the African American experience. Her novels, such as Beloved, Song of Solomon, and The Bluest Eye, are not just works of art, they're powerful narratives that tackle the complexities of race, identity, and history. Morrison's brilliance lies in her ability to weave rich, multi-layered, deeply personal, and universally resonant tales. Her characters are vividly drawn, and their stories reveal the traumas and triumphs of the African American community. Morrison's writing is known for its poetic quality, emotional depth, and fearless approach to confronting painful historical truths, particularly the legacy of slavery and segregation. One of Morrison's most significant contributions is bringing African American voices and experiences to the forefront of literature. Before her, these stories were often marginalized or overlooked in mainstream literary circles. Through her novels, Morrison offered a new lens to view American history and culture, acknowledging and celebrating the richness of the Black experience. Morrison was also an influential figure outside of her novels. A Nobel laureate and a professor, she was a mentor and inspiration to many. Her essays and public speaking engagements further cemented her role as an intellectual and cultural critic, providing insightful perspectives on society, politics, and literature. And in summary, Toni Morrison's impact on literature and culture is immeasurable. She was not just a novelist, but a storyteller who brought to life the stories that needed to be told. Her work has left an indelible mark on readers and writers alike, making her one of our time's most important literary figures. And there you have it. 5 women who used their pens to rewrite the world. These authors have left an indelible mark on literature and our lives. Who's your favorite female author? Share it with us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting literary content. And until next time, keep celebrating the power of words.